Hello, everybody. My name is Charles Bear. I am an unfranchised owner with Market America, and I run the Shop Financial division. The program we're going to talk about tonight is a software program called Debt Shredder. Debt Shredder is quite a unique program. A little bit about my background. I came from the financial service field. I used to do retirement planning for a living. And now I work with the unfranchised. I have partnered with MarketAmericaShop.com, Shop Financial. It's called an unfranchised. And you'll see from what we talk about tonight what I'm so excited about. This program is by far beyond anything that you will ever see, because what it does is teaches you different ways to deal with your money, smarter ways to deal with your money. If you look at society today, companies out there just do not want us paying as much attention to our money as we did years ago. Why? Because they want you to spend. That's the way our society works. Our goal is really to get people to become debt-free much quicker. So let's take a look at what this actually does. I'll walk through the PowerPoint with you. Again, the division is Shop Financial. The program is the Debt Shredder. So what if you could take all the financial decisions you now juggle and place them into one simple package, instead of thinking about them on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? Right? The choice would be very clear. If you could find a way to pay off your debt in as little as 1/2 to 1/3 or quicker of the time, and potentially save thousands upon thousands of dollars, would you like to learn how? And see, to me, guys, anytime I can funnel money into my pocket quicker, that makes sense. So the interest on your debt is robbing you of the future you could have. Most people do not realize how much interest they actually pay when they buy something by borrowing money. Why do most people fail to reach their the goal of financial freedom? The problem most of us have in life is that we're generally comfortable enough, and of course busy enough, that changing something in our lives is very easy to avoid. Guys, when it comes to making a wise financial decision, we generally will take the easiest path, not the best path. Right? And we'll do that over and over. So how badly do you want to get out of debt? On a scale of 1 to 5, are you a 1 where absolutely I want to be debt-free? I no longer want to have this stress. I want to wake up tomorrow morning and it doesn't matter if I work or not. Or are you a 5? No, look, I love debt. I love the financial stress. I want to, have debt until I'm well into my 60s or 70s. Guys, and it makes a difference, because the program, if you're a 1, the program can help you. If you're a 5, the program can't help you, right? Because it's actually going to make you a 1. So what if you had an option to change the way your financial situation is? So Debt Shredder is absolutely a solution. It's an online, web-based money management and debt elimination system. It employs proven banking strategies and complex algorithms. It's the only interactive system on the market today. And the program has a unique ability to adjust in real time as situations may change in the individual's financial journey. Guys, if something happens where you get downsized, your income goes down, you're on commission only, The program adjusts to your financial situation. And the displayed information is it's easily organized, it's easy to read, and the format is very user-friendly. So here's some of the things I like about what Debt Shredder does. First of all, the dashboard is, to me, one of the most important things it does because it shows you every time you make a decision what happens, right? It shows you how much time you have left to pay off your debt. It's going to show you interest saved. It's going to show interest remaining. And it tells you exactly what to do week in and week out. Now, if you're a little bit more of a detailed person, there's budgeting, right? You can track your spending. You can control your budget with the reports. Net worth, it shows you where you are now and where you're heading. Time frames, to me, are extremely important because it shows you how each decision affects the time you have left to get out of debt. And you can create your own tax, business, and personal spending reports. So you can be as very general with this to get out of debt, or you can be unbelievably detailed and help yourself tremendously. Here's another one of the pages you can look at. So Debt Shredder really is a system of mathematical algorithms that take opinions and emotions out of the decision-making process, and it finds the fastest solution to pay off your debt. So guys, I don't ever want to have to guess at how this is going to affect me. Wouldn't it be nice if you're looking at a car and it says, okay, if I buy this car, here's how it affects my net worth over the next decade. And see, now you can make an informed decision as opposed to listen to the salesperson, as opposed to making a decision off of what we think we know. I want to know exactly how this affects me, and I can make decisions differently that way. Forbes 400 were recently surveyed asking, what is the most important key to building wealth? 75% said becoming and staying debt-free is the #1 key of building wealth. Right? So there's no question. Do we have intelligent debt? Is there debt that can help us? Well, if the debt is income producing, yes. But what Debt Shredder will do is allow you to take advantages of all the tax breaks you normally take with paying interest and get out of debt sooner. Now, we know we're a debt-fueled economy. There is no, right, we are in more debt now than we have ever been, and it's not getting better. As of 2015, and these numbers are higher already, average credit card debt over $15,000. Average mortgage almost $166,000. Average student loan just about $48,000, and your average auto loan just shy of $28,000. Look, that doesn't count anything else we do. And we are in a debt-driven society. But next, most of us do not realize that an average household spends 34.5 cents of every dollar to pay the interest on their debt. Guys, that is money you would not have to spend if you understand how to deal with your debt differently. If you could take that to 20 cents, to 15 cents, to 10 cents on every dollar and put the difference in your pocket, that is much smarter for you. Lenders know that money works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Money does not call in sick. Your money won't take vacation. It just continues to work and work and work. So if you currently have debt, your money is already working for your lender. So what if you could take those principles and have them benefit you? Again, smart for your pocket. So what makes more sense to you guys? Do what a lender says or do what lenders do? See, to me, they have very nice buildings. They travel very nicely. You know, guys, they have a lot of perks. There's a reason for that. 4 key principles of Debt Shredder. First is interest cancellation. Number 2 is strategic payoff. 3 is time value of money. And 4 is the Debt Shredder software, coaching, and education. But Debt Shredder uses cutting-edge technology, and we really want to put these powerful banking concepts to work for you. So let's look at the 4 strategies. Interest cancellation. The easiest way to look at this, guys, right? Interest cancellation makes it possible to pay back a fraction of interest on what you normally owe. You're not taking advantage of anybody. You're just understanding how your money works smarter. Here's a simple example. Let's say you just bought a house. The loan's $200,000. You took it for 30 years. We're now at tax time, and you get a tax return of $5,000. And you go, listen, I'm going to place that against my principal. Now, your principal now drops from $200,000 to $195,000. And if you had a 6% rate of return, your monthly payment is $1,199. Now, your payment doesn't change, but the number of months you have left does. You go from 360 to 337. You reduce or take away 23 payments. So the original interest of $231,677 now drops to $203,373. So that is $28,304 you saved. Now, you do minus out the $5,000 that you got back in the tax return, but you net $23,304. You cancel $23,000 plus of interest. That is a very mild form of what Debt Shredder can do, but I want you to understand the concept of interest cancellation. Strategic payoff ensures that your money is working in your best interest, no one else's. So, how many debts does the average household have? Guys, if you don't know this, you should look it up. Right? The average household is going to be around 6 different debts. So we have a household of 4. Let's say we have a line of credit, furniture, a mortgage, a travel trailer, an ATV, and an auto loan. Now, we understand that we can send extra principal to our debt. And guys, there is no trick on what Debt Shredder does, right? It's just smarter on how it attacks your debt. So if you look at what we have now on the screen, how would you pay that off? Right? We could attack this, but is it the smartest? Now look, some people just make the payments for the term, and when they're done, they're done. And you've given tens of thousands of dollars away that you would not have had to. So if you look at the factorial math, right, if you have one debt, guys, there's only one way to pay off one debt. But if you have 6 debts, there are 720 mathematical combinations to pay it off. And no one will sit down every week or every month and figure out of the 720 combinations, which are the 6 fastest. And you could push the enter button on your keyboard, and Debt Shredder figures it out for you, tells you what to do. But that is what strategic payoff is. And it makes a huge difference on the length of time that you have to pay. Now, I've bumped into people that have way more than 6 debts. If you have 13 debts, you have over 6 billion combinations. That's crazy because we'll never do that. Strategy 3, time value of money. This is the idea that money available at the present time, right now, is worth more than the same amount of money in the future due to its potential earning capacity. Look, it's the core principle of that finance holds, that any amount of money is worth more the sooner it's received. Banks understand this, and they use this concept, and they never leave money stagnant. We as a society do not use this concept, and we leave money stagnant all the time. Strategy 4, guys, and to me, this is the biggest, the Debt Shredder software, coaching and education. It is a financial GPS. You have live customer support, you have live coaching, you have budgeting and account managers inside the program. It's connected to thousands upon thousands of financial institutions. It maximizes your time and effort. So what it's looking at is it optimizes everything you do with money, and you do not have to figure out any of the calculations. It has monthly and annual reporting features and online video tutorials. Now, let's give you an example just to see how this works. We have somebody that has a $200,000 loan at 4.5%. They have $200 of discretionary income that they're sending against their debt. Right? Now, this is a person with 5 different total debts, $200,000. Part of it's a mortgage, car loans, student loans, credit cards. Repayment time is 30 years. Well, they'll have everything said and done. The total interest they'll pay back is $149,548. Now, 5 years into this, sending $200 a month extra to the debt, they have taken the $200,000 and they have whittled that down to $168,306, which is not bad, because if you didn't add extra money, there's another $20,000 of principal on there, right? So the extra $200 does a lot. But if you let Debt Shredder take that $200 and apply it properly, you can take the same $200,000 at 4.5%, and in 2 years, you have taken it under $160,000. You will actually be done paying in 9.3 years, and you will only pay $44,498 in interest. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want the first one, because if I have the potential of saving $105,000 in my pocket, I want that $105,000 in my pocket. If all I have to do is follow instructions from mathematical algorithms that figure out everything for me, that's what I want to do. Right? I want to change some of the things I do, and eventually teach you better money habits. But if you can be out of debt in 9.3 years, that is huge to your bottom line. So what will Debt Shredder actually do for you? Well, it tells you exactly how much money to move. It tells you when to move the money. It tells you what to pay and where to pay it from. It determines the fastest mathematical solution to pay off your debt. Debt Shredder, though, is not in control of your money. You are. It just gives you instructions on what to do. Now, understand, this is not a program that makes you late for any of your payments. It does not do, it will never do that for you. It is designed to get you out of debt sooner. Now, you can look, this is kind of, this is a shot of the screen that you look at. Shows you interest remaining, years to pay off, interest saved. But if you look at the screen here, it tells you how and where it moves money from. This means it has income coming in, it'll have payments out to debt, you might be creating an emergency fund, it just tells you different things where they're coming from, right? Money moving in, money moving out. Now, Debt Shredder does work with various banking instruments, but there are minimum requirements for Debt Shredder to work. Guys, this is very simple. You have to have a deposit account and a facilitating account. Without getting into a lot of depth here, the minimum you have to have is a checking account and a savings account. If you have checking and savings, Debt Shredder works very, very effectively. You can optimize everything you do with money with those two accounts. So your financial GPS, Debt Shredder, guides you to pay off your debt faster. It's going to guide you to track your success, guides you to save for retirement. It's guiding you to financial flexibility, which most of us don't have. It is guiding you turn by turn directions on the fastest path to pay off your debt. Plus, you have live customer support if you don't understand something, live chat, live coaching, online tutorials, and of course, continuing education. And you have this, you own the program once you have it for life. So, what should you do at this point? Well, the best thing you can do, really for your financial goal is to get a free analysis. So the person that invited you to this webinar tonight, ask them to run a free analysis for you. It will tell you whether or not Debt Shredder can help you. But guys, if you have an option to get out of debt in half the normal time and put all that money back in your pocket, just think of the difference that your life would be without the financial stress. So book an appointment with the person that introduced you here tonight. Have a free analysis run. See if Debt Shredder can make a difference in your financial future. Guys, I appreciate you taking the time tonight to listen to the Shop Financial presentation. Get your analysis taken care of so you can see if you can get out of debt sooner. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you spending Monday evening with me. Have a great week. Thank you, guys.